Tonight, students from Beloit Memorial High School plan to show the school board how upset they are about what they're calling a lacking response to sexual assault allegations.
And a 24-year-old from West Dallas figuring out what he'll do with the largest lottery jackpot in state history.
From the Channel3000.com Alert Center, this is News 3 Now at 6.
Students from Beloit Memorial plan to protest against administrators and the school board tonight.
And they're upset about the way the district has handled multiple alleged sexual assaults that happened on a school-sponsored field trip. Rock County reporter Adam Duxter spoke with the students today and has the story from the district office.
Well, Eric and Susan, the folks that work back here in the district offices for the school district of Beloit haven't been saying much of anything in regards to multiple alleged sexual assaults that happened on a school-sponsored field trip earlier this month. And while some student information is protected by law, this morning the students themselves saying enough is enough. Today, students at Beloit Memorial made their voices heard. Their message aimed at district administrators and the school board.
We just need you to say something, because silence isn't going to work.
Gloria Heiss is a senior at Beloit Memorial and says she can't believe the way district leaders have handled sexual assault allegations against a student on a week-long band trip to Florida.
Right now, they're only allegations, but you still have to treat allegations like allegations.
Heiss says the boy accused got just 3 days out of school and is already back. District officials won't say whether or not this is true. In fact, they say they can't say anything about the sexual assault allegations because of state law.
I'd want the school board and the district to release a statement about what's been happening, just saying what they're going to do next, because keeping us in the dark isn't doing anybody any good.
School board president Pam Charles says the board also can't talk about this issue at all. She did say there's an investigation, but can't comment any further than that. Heiss says at this point she can't take any more inaction from those responsible for running the school district of Beloit.
From a student perspective, it kind of feels like my district is falling apart from around me.
Those same students who protested peacefully this morning at Beloit Memorial High School say they plan to be here tonight at the district offices for the first school board meeting since these allegations became public. In Beloit, Adam Duxter, News 3 Now.
Now there has also been confusion relating to the police report filed in Florida in the case of the sexual assault allegations. Police say chaperones told a Florida sheriff's deputy parents did not want to press charges. Parents tell News 3 Now they were never asked. Amy Reed will have live updates from that school board meeting tonight for News 3 Now at 10. Developing tonight, Madison firefighters say one person is in the hospital. This after an explosion at an East Side lab. It happened just before 12:30 this afternoon in a building on Anderson Street at North Stoughton Road, across the street from Madison College. Officials say the explosion was contained inside a lab hood. Damage is expected to be minimal.
A new federal lawsuit filed today alleges Wisconsin voter ID requirements for college students are unconstitutional. According to a law passed in 2011, voters using a college ID to vote have to also present proof of enrollment. The lawsuit filed by the advocacy organization Common Cause Wisconsin alleges those rules can confuse and deter new voters.
We're looking forward to a night of some clear skies after last night's storms, plus some sunshine tomorrow. Your first alert forecast now with meteorologist Dana Fulton. Dana?
It is quiet and sunny right now outside for us. Really a beautiful evening ahead. Temperatures aren't too bad either. If you're taking a live look outside, this is in Platteville with our Queen Bee Radio Sky Cam. A few thin high clouds for us, but that's all. A clearing sky this morning. We started the day off with that cloud deck in place. Everything moved to the east, and now we're really looking at sunshine for the evening. Doppler track also quiet for us. Not expecting any more showers or thunderstorms for tonight. We're at 65 right now in Madison. That's our high for the day. 64 currently in Janesville and Monroe, and about 68 in Mineral Point with a bit of a breeze for us coming from the north currently, but there is a lot of warmer air off to the west. Cooler air right now off to the east for us. Our dew points have dropped. They're in the 30s, which means it feels a little more comfortable outside. Of course, our dew points were much higher yesterday with those showers and thunderstorms sliding on through. Over the next 12 hours, we will drop overnight with that clear sky. We'll be falling to the upper 30s for overnight lows. It'll be a little cool early Wednesday morning, but afternoon highs for us will be even more mild. We're planning on sunshine for Wednesday, but there is another chance for rain before the end of the week. We'll take a look at your forecast in just a few minutes.
Dana, thank you. New at 6, Governor Tony Evers says Foxconn approached the state about renegotiating its contract, not the other way around. Republicans have accused Evers of trying to undermine the deal last week when Evers said the contract would change and that he doubted the company would honor its promise to employ 13,000 people. In a letter to Foxconn executive Dr. Louis Wu, the governor says Wu brought up wanting to change the contract at a meeting in March.
A drug take-back day is scheduled all across Wisconsin on Saturday to raise awareness about the issue of keeping unused and unwanted prescription drugs in the home and also how to properly get rid of them. Drugs are often dumped down a drain, and that can have negative effects on water quality. It also can be a trigger for addiction, and that's played a major role in the opioid epidemic nationwide.
It has ripped families apart. The number of kids who have gone into foster care because of a drug-addicted parent has increased significantly.
Through the proper mechanisms, we can ensure that those items are not attractive nuisances for someone to possibly begin a path or a trajectory towards addiction, while at the same time keeping our environment and our water cycle cleaner.
Chief Koval says med drop boxes at the west and east precincts have led to proper disposal of some 26,000 pounds of unwanted and unused prescription drugs. You can go to doseofrealitywi.gov to find a drop location near you.
The Wisconsin man who won the 3rd largest jackpot, Powerball jackpot in the country, says it all feels like a dream.
He came forward today to claim his prize, but a new effort of the state capitol might allow future winners to stay hidden. Rose Schmidt explains this new proposal. Rose?
Yes, well, the same day, 24-year-old Manuel Franco from West Allis announces he's about to be a multi-millionaire. Lawmakers are introducing the Lottery Privacy Act. Franco says he screamed for several minutes after realizing he had the winning Powerball ticket, the state's largest jackpot ever, at $763 million. He chose to take the lump sum, which comes out to be less than half that much after taxes. And under current state law, winners like Franco have to come forward. But a new Republican bill would prohibit the state from releasing a lottery winner's name, address, or social security number if they request to stay anonymous. Franco still can't believe his good fortune, but never really imagined this day would come.
I can tell you right now that when I won, I wasn't ready for it. I wasn't ready for it at all. And I got that paranoia that you get where you think the whole world's after you. And now I found out that realistically, if you don't tell anybody, nobody knows. And that's how I guess I got to hear.
Franco bought the winning Powerball ticket at a Speedway gas station in New Berlin on March 27th. He went to work the day after he won, not yet realizing it, but quit several days later and says he plans on using the money to help the world. The state lawmakers proposing the bill say Franco's privacy was invaded, and lottery winners shouldn't be in a position where they could be taken advantage of. About half a dozen states allow winners to stay anonymous completely, and some other states allow winners to form a trust and have someone else be the face of that trust, like a lawyer.
All right. Rose Schmidt reporting. Rose, thank you.
New at 6, Barrett, the female polar bear at the Henry Vila Zoo, might be having some cubs in the near future. Her future mate, Unique, is too young to breed, so she's going through artificial semination with a bear at the Brookfield Zoo. Zoo officials say that process has never been successful in polar bears, so a pregnancy would be a first of its kind.
Coming this summer, you'll be able to return your Amazon purchases for free at Kohl's stores. The retailer announced the service will be available at all of its locations by July. You'll be able to drop off items with no box or label needed, and Kohl's will ship them back for free. Kohl's chief executive officer says the partnership represents their innovative efforts to bring more relevance to customers. A downtown Madison steakhouse is closing after more than a decade of service. Capitol Chop House is part of the Hilton Hotel attached to Monona Terrace. It is known for using locally sourced products and produce from its own garden. The hotel is currently being renovated. A banquet hall will replace that steakhouse. Eventually, a new restaurant called the Liberty Room will be added at the Hilton.
Still to come tonight at 6, the new UW marching band director has some big shoes to fill.
Boy, does he. Jamie Perez explains how the School of Music went about selecting its first new director after 5 decades under Mike Leckrone. It's next on News 3 now at 6. That was a nice little welcome. The Bucks back home after sweeping round one of the playoffs in Detroit against the Pistons. And when they arrived at Mitchell Airport last night, a big welcome party was there to celebrate that win. This is the first time in almost 20 years the Bucks will head to round two of the playoffs. And sports director Jay Wilson will have reaction from the team coming up a little later in sports.
Madison's first pro soccer team is celebrating all week long ahead of their home opener. On Thursday, they're asking fans to post pictures sporting their team gear for a social media contest. And Thursday night, they'll unveil the club's official beer at One Barrel Brewing Company. Kickoff at Breese-Stevens Field is Saturday at 7 p.m. against Greenville Triumph from South Carolina. All of the fans in attendance will get a free custom poster. Well, after an extensive nationwide search, the University of Wisconsin has named a new marching band director.
Corey Pompey will be taking on the role formerly filled by the legendary Mike Leckrone. Jamie Perez learned more about Corey and has reaction from the school and band members as well. Jamie.
Right, well, Corey Pompey was called the clear choice by the director of the School of Music. Out of 26 candidates, it was a unanimous decision. Not only is he going to fill the shoes of the legendary Mike Leckrone, but he's already making history. After 5 decades of the legendary Mike Leckrone directing UW-Madison's marching band, there's a new director coming to town.
Hey Badgers, Corey Pompey here. I'm looking forward to taking the field with the world-renowned Wisconsin Marching Band. See you soon and on Wisconsin.
He's just a wonderful, wonderful musician.
Susan Cook is the director of the School of Music. She said hiring Corey was the clear choice to everyone involved.
It was a unanimous decision.
Corey was up against others with extensive music backgrounds, people who built music programs from the ground up. But Corey rose to the top.
Corey Pompey was definitely the favorite among students and the faculty.
Band members like Anna Massara were part of the interview process.
They asked a lot of questions, oftentimes very direct, detailed questions.
Some people are already wondering about the more important questions, like does he fly and who will sew his vest? Most people are offering their open arms, giving warm welcomes, and some already apologizing for the winters. But Corey has been around the block a few times. He comes to us from Reno, where he served as the director of athletic bands, but he's also served as an assistant director of bands at Penn State. When asked what the board and students thought of bringing an outsider in, Susan said,
"It just wasn't an issue."
Susan said Corey's goal is to work with the students to fill the shoes Mike Leckrone left behind. But the one thing that is certainly unique to Corey is that he's the first person of color to fill this role.
Well, I think it'll certainly speaks to our desire to bring diversity to the student body and to the faculty.
For the band, they're just excited to experience a different step in a new direction.
So that the band is excited. We'll see you real soon and on Wisconsin.
Well, unfortunately, Corey is not doing interviews with any media until after he starts working on July 20th. Hopefully we can get to know him a little better after he gets acclimated and settled in.
I already feel for him a little bit because it's a tough job. These are huge shoes.
Right.
But we'll get to know him, and just in time for football season.
Exactly.
And the new era of the fifth
Exactly.
quarter, we welcome him. So good story, Jamie.
Thanks,
you.
Jamie.
You might need an umbrella if you're making plans outside this weekend.
Dana Fulton will share when to expect more rain. That's coming up next in the First Alert forecast. We have a chance to help you protect your identity by joining News 3 Now this weekend at Shredfest. We're offering free document shredding in partnership with Pelletary and the Better Business Bureau. It's at Warner Park this Saturday, April 27th from 8:30 to 11 a.m. Please limit what you bring to 3 bags or boxes per vehicle and let the News 3 Now team help you keep your information safe. For more information, go to our website, channel3000.com/shredfest.
And people will be bringing their rain-soaked bags of shredded materials our way, because we're going to have kind of not a real pleasant weekend coming our way.
We unfortunately are going to pick up some showers and thunderstorms for Saturday. Don't let the rain deter you, though, from coming out. And we may see a slight chance for some showers on Sunday as well. So I hope you're able to enjoy at least today, tomorrow, and Friday, because the weather outside right now is really fantastic. We have sunshine for us currently at about 65 right now. That's our high for the day. It's a little above average. We started the day off in the mid-40s. Of course, we should have started the day off in the upper 30s, so even a little bit of average for overnight low. We did have some cloud coverage early this morning, but that cloud coverage quickly shifted east, and now we have a mostly clear sky throughout the state. Some thin high clouds for us right along the state line, but that's not really blocking out our sunshine for us. Doppler track is quiet throughout Wisconsin, throughout most of the plains, actually, as we have some high pressure building on in. We don't have any threat for rain or storms coming through. We'll leave that in yesterday's history for us. That high pressure just off to the northwest right now. Our cold front that brought our showers and thunderstorms is now off to the east, bringing some showers to the New England area. That high pressure, as it is to the northwest, it's sending us this northerly flow. It's going to shift a little more east, so tomorrow plan on a breeze coming from the south. We're actually expecting our temperatures to be just a degree or two warmer for our afternoon highs tomorrow. Still seeing a nice clear sky, though. Overnight low temperatures will fall to the upper 30s. It'll be a little cooler early in the day, but sunshine throughout the afternoon. That breeze again coming from the south, and we'll be in the upper 60s for afternoon highs for Wednesday. By Thursday, a little more cloud coverage builds in. We have a variably cloudy sky throughout the day and the slight chance for some showers. Notice it's not a great large blob of moisture sliding through. It's just a weak cold front, so we are going to have some spotty showers coming through for Thursday. Some areas will see a little bit of rain. Some areas will see nothing. May hear a few rumbles of thunder in there also, but our severe potential really non-existent for Thursday. That slides through, and then by Friday, we're back to sunshine. With those storms, as they do pop up for Thursday, we may see some stronger wind gusts, but those gusts will hover between 20 and 25 miles per hour. It won't be too bad outside. Just keep an eye to the sky for Thursday afternoon and evening. Overnight low temperatures in the upper 30s for us, so a little closer to average. Our breeze will be light and variable as it shifts directions. Rather than coming from the north, it'll be to the south by tomorrow. Mostly clear sky and just a little cooler. Our breeze tomorrow 6 to 12 miles per hour. Those high temperatures staying above average in the upper 60s. Mostly sunny sky. It is going to be just a little milder outside. And again, enjoy it because we do have those storm chances building in by Saturday. Sunny and in the upper 60s for Wednesday. Thursday also in the upper 60s, but we do have that slight rain chance in the afternoon. Friday, we're back to sunshine. Mid-60s for afternoon highs on Friday. Saturday, a system is going to help cool us down just a little bit. We'll be in the 50s, back to below average for this weekend. We're looking at scattered showers and some isolated thunderstorms for Saturday. Could see up to 3/4 of an inch or even an inch of accumulation for some spots. We'll be keeping an eye on the track of that storm for Saturday. A slight rain chance on Sunday, and then another round of showers possible next week as we look towards the end of April. That's a quick look at your forecast.
The Badger football team has practice today, but number 23 isn't there. No problem, he's just doing something else. Stories coming up in sports. The Milwaukee Bucks are out of the second round of the NBA playoffs for the first time since 2001. Round 2, though, should be a lot tougher. The Bucks will face the Boston Celtics, the team that beat them in Game 7 of the first round last year. If only the Bucks could play the Detroit Pistons all the time. That play that everyone will remember from the clincher is this remarkable basket by Giannis Antetokounmpo, part of his 41-point night. We know you're not supposed to dwell on a win very long, but the Bucks know its significance.
I think organizationally, and for a lot of players that have been here for a significant amount of time, this is, to advance, to have the regular season that we've had, to now, take care of the first round and move on to the second. I think organizationally, our fans, our city, everybody, it's a good night for Milwaukee. It's a good night for the Bucks.
I've been 6 years in the league, and just to win our first playoff series with this group right here, it's unbelievable.
The Brewers and Cardinals are about 15 minutes away from their game at Busch Stadium tonight. Yasmani Grandal will play first base tonight. Yesterday's starting pitcher Adrian Hauser was sent to the minor leagues, and infielder Tyler Saladino is now back with the Brewers in St. Louis. It's a busy week for the Packers. Not only do they start a voluntary minicamp in Green Bay today, but the front office is making final preparations for the draft that begins Thursday night. The Packers have 10 draft picks, 3 in the first 44, and with all those picks, they certainly have ammunition to make a trade and move up if they see a player they really like. New head coach Matt LaFleur knows the opportunity is there to bring the Packers back to the top.
When you come to the Green Bay Packers, obviously, you respect the tradition, the history, but for us and this football team, it's about making history.
Jonathan Taylor wasn't at Badger football practice today, but don't worry, nothing's wrong. Taylor is going to be running with the Badger track team. The plan is to have Taylor be a part of the Badgers' 400-meter relay and the Penn relays this week and the Big Ten meet in a couple of weeks. Badgers had their third to last practice at Camp Randall this morning. It wasn't a terribly long one, only about an hour and 45 minutes, but they got done what they needed to get done. Since this is the last time Paul Chryst will speak to reporters this spring, he was asked about the status of the quarterback competition. Jack Cohn is the incumbent. Sounds like he's at least holding his ground.
I've liked the way they've approached this spring, and I think they've worked at it. I think each one has gotten something out of spring, which is really important, and not worried about. I do. I like what Jack does, and Jack's he's done some really good things. I think he's learning from the experiences that he's had last year and also now, and not worried right now about, we're going to have a starting quarterback when we play our first game.
Did you hear that? Breaking news, they're going to play a quarterback this year.
That was shocking development.
Wow, I got to go tweet that.
You heard it. Wow. All right, stay tuned. Dana, final check.
So we're looking at a really nice evening for you. Overnight will be clear. Temperatures will fall to the upper 30s for early Wednesday. Sunshine for Wednesday. Then a slight chance for rain will move in for Thursday afternoon. Notice temperatures for the rest of the work week will be above average. Then we cool down a little bit for the weekend. Another system sliding through Saturday. That's going to bring some scattered showers and the potential for a few stronger isolated thunderstorms. We'll see anywhere from 3/4 of an inch to an inch of accumulation on Saturday. We'll stay cool into Sunday. And then, of course, next week, as we wrap up April, we're looking at a few more rain chances before we head into our April showers, transitioning right on over into Mayflowers for the middle of next week.
All right. Dana, thank
Thanks,
you very
Dana.
much. And thanks for joining us for News 3 now at 6.
Have a good evening, everybody. Thanks for watching. We'll see you back here tonight at 10.